Well, as the holidays approach, the nation's top doctor, Anthony Fauci, warns the Omicron variant could be dominant in just a matter of weeks.
It is the most transmissible virus of COVID that we had to deal with thus far. It has a doubling time of about 3 days, which means if you do the math on that, you see how quickly over a period of time that the dominant variant will be Omicron.
And as expected, Dr. Fauci says things will likely get worse as we get more deeply into the winter season. He's urging everybody to get the vaccine or the booster if they have not already. Picking a preference, the CDC is making what could be a game-changing decision in the fight against COVID. In a meeting on Thursday, CDC vaccine advisors recommended people go with Moderna or Pfizer's vaccine as a first choice over Johnson & Johnson. We want to bring in Jerry Carnes, who's been looking into this latest decision for us. So, Jerry, a lot of people are wondering what happens if they had already gotten the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. What should they do now?
Cheryl, this impacts a lot of people. J&J has delivered 17 million doses of their vaccine. This is no doubt raising questions and concerns for the people who chose J&J. The concern for the Centers of Disease Control is the risk of blood clots.
The Johnson & Johnson vaccine is still available to anyone who wants it, but the CDC is recommending that anyone who has a choice opt for one of the other vaccines, either Pfizer or Moderna. The recommendation comes after an advisory committee's review of the J&J vaccine's safety and rare adverse events. In April, the U.S. briefly stopped administering the J&J vaccine after 54 people were hospitalized with blood clots after receiving the shot. 9 people died. The CDC's advisory panel voted unanimously to recommend the Pfizer or Moderna vaccines over J&J. The recommendation was quickly endorsed by CDC Director Rochelle Walensky, who took to Twitter to say anyone who's received a J&J shot should be boosted 2 months later with either Pfizer or Moderna. Walensky added that anyone who's received a J&J vaccine within the last month is not at increased risk for side effects. She added that the recommendation emphasizes the CDC's commitment to provide real-time scientific information to the American public. Canada and the UK have made similar recommendations. Along with its recommendation, the CDC advisory panel states that any vaccine is better than none.
And when the issue of blood clots first appeared back in April, the CDC issued a statement saying the J&J vaccine's known and potential benefits outweigh its known and potential risks. We're on the lookout for any kind of reaction from J&J, but so far we've heard nothing from the company.
So the CDC says there is plenty of the Pfizer and Moderna supplies, right, Jerry? 100 million doses ready for use immediately?
That's what they say. Plenty of Moderna and Pfizer out there, but if for some reason, for any reason, you don't have a choice, if J&J is the only thing available, they would prefer you to take that vaccine over doing nothing.
All right, and they can mix and match. Jerry, thanks a lot.